go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play action. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. From the 39, Garoppolo. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, now Garoppolo. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, right back to Etienne. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Etienne up the middle. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Lawrence will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jags have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction, but was able to track the ball in another.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He hits Adams complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. That weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, Three things can happen, and two of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you to end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the NFC Championship game held earlier today. And this is going to be a hot ticket. It's the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, heading back to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this AFC Championship game. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And they have work to do. if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned a sack. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And I don't don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and that'll keep this a one-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo now. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Lawrence. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want him to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle a little too aggressive. Second one, though, they strip it loose. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, you're not going to hear Jimmy Garoppolo mentioned among the strongest arms in the league, but that doesn't mean he can't beat you with a long one.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Fouled it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. On play action. Now Garoppolo. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. O.J. Howard from a yard out. And the Raiders are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. That's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And that will will be incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Myers. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Trayvon Walker
providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Agnew now to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Etienne to start the drive.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Here's a give to ETN.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
The kick by McManus is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This fielded right at the goal line, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Jacobs going to try the middle.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here's Jacobs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super
this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
The Tennessee Titans are now on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. The Miami Dolphins now on the clock. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Jacksonville Jaguars. The 49ers on the clock now. The Jaguars are on the clock now. The Chiefs are on the clock. The Jaguars are on the clock. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. With the next pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars are on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Jags and the Colts, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Loop. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Richardson going right to the air. And incomplete to open things up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Richardson on 2nd and 10. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And it's fielded at the 34. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, Etienne. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that,
you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wildcard teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I've got to tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. The points result, we'll call this play significant.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Again, it's Richardson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, Taylor now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Richardson looking to throw this. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it. They didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Etienne. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Draw play, Etienne. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Richardson now on 2nd down. He's got him in, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And an excellent gain, 35 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd down. Here's Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He came to the line of scrimmage. He knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Patterson's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. A 6-3 game.
Man, I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Etienne once more. We'll get this to about the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He completes it to Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have the Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Christian Kirk on 8 of 7. First down, Jacksonville.
On first down, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The Jaguars are going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
19-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Lawrence going to throw again.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Richardson.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Sometimes them would be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On third down, here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run with Etienne. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. Super wildcard weekend. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's remind everybody what's coming up tomorrow in the AFC. We've got the 3-6 game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens matching up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They juked him. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's got Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Richardson.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll find Pittman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Off play action, Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
Now they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Lawrence will throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
ETN up the middle.
And some space here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Now Lawrence.
Jones has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Richardson to the air on first down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now Richardson back to throw it.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
3rd and long for Richardson.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Trayvon Walker
Able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flush to, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Richardson on 3rd and short. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And Richardson looks to throw once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Richardson. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. And he'll just get rid of it. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
brings up second and goal.
Here's Richardson.
And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As this gets him back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to validate drop.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Richardson to throw it. He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now Richardson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a two-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the two-point conversion.
Here's Richardson.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure to get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defense.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Take it in at the 3.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Back to throw, Lawrence.
Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time. Plenty of chills and thrills in this one, and more to come here as overtime will decide who moves on to the divisional round. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first, game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
On first down, Lawrence. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Not lacking aggressiveness here to begin overtime, Charles. A pretty big play right there, and looked like it might have caught the defense off guard. They may have been expecting something a little more conservative.
Yeah, they've got to shore things up in a big way because they make any more mistakes like that and really let them drive it on them, they'll be putting their offense in a tough spot to answer if they want to extend their season.
And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Things now, Charles, looking pretty good here. A great opportunity to try to cash in for 6 on the opening possession of overtime.
And what I'm liking, Brandon, is what I see down on the sidelines. I see a defense huddled up and ready to go, already preparing for their opportunity to go on the field and close out this game.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this one is right through, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And the Colts coming out now. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A field goal on this drive would extend the game. A touchdown, of course, would win it. It's 1st and 10. Now we give to Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
play action. Now Richardson.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Nervous time now. Moving the chains, an absolute must. Here's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance. And they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own. Just a big-time kick there from a big-time kicker.
I like how you use big-time because we usually say that about position players, don't we? Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Well, that goes for kickers as well. And guess what?
There he goes left side. Jamal Agnew. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return. Wins it in OT. Hard-fought game through 4 quarters, gets us into overtime, and then you can't even catch your breath and realize you're in overtime, and the return of the ball game is over.
Absolutely amazing what we got to see because